They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Rebels offense will have the ball first. From the gun, Give on the inside. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. Under fire. Pocket breaking down. A full dive to haul that one in. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Rebels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Swings it out to his running back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So Marshall's offense will go to work for the first time. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field, and that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back, and I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good, been so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. And you can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances when there's a 3rd down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him. That's the play you need your receiver to win. And whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
Wilson to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Beebe. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. He'll bring it out. It's Avery. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Rides the back on the option to give. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And it's right down the boulevard. And that's going to tie it up. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick handoff. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Takes a handoff. It's Buchanan. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
This running back has been the only guy Hockey Sims touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll try to run for it. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Bring in the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he... Releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Marshall will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. No fair catches here, looking for room. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Try and play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Hill. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. They're going to run it. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, he still got him on the turf. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Pressure coming. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Pulls it in on the right, and they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Martin. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Marshall might go for a big play here on second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Wilson will throw. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Finds his big tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. The quick out. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They go to the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Unloads quickly. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Got him downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexander. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it first and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Watkins. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. Whistled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Short gain on the play before he slides. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Marshall takes over the ball. The thundering herd offense coming out. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Wilson to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Scrambling away. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Beebe. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Wilson will throw. Makes the catch. It's Buchanan. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. On the run, it's Beebe. Oh, there's the ball. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have it. It's defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
thundering herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. It's complete to the left. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Handoff to the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because in the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Quick spin on the run. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defense. Giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Still on his feet at the 45. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. And the Rebels want to move quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gives it on the option. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Now on the move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wilson to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a second and short. They're going to run it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. To the air on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Wilson will throw. Catch in the middle, it's Beebe. He's going to come up just a bit short. It'll bring up fourth down from the 43. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Soft spot in the middle. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got... Right. 18 yards on that one and a first down. They're going to test the right side with this one. He's stopping behind the line of scrimmage, tried to break out the spin move and still couldn't get loose.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Off play action. Finds the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Western Kentucky is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 17 to South Carolina. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Already find a hole in that secondary. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
Wide open downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Running the red zone. It's Buchanan. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Herd! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. Turning it. He smashes his way through again. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31. Down. On the run, it's Green. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Here comes the heat. He'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Barry. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Rebels are flying down the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Big pickup on the ground, knocked out at the 28-yard line.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This guy's been running hard all game long in the fourth quarter. Now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Defense showing blitz here. QB draw.
And this is a situation, trains for having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far, and the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop them.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Wilson to pass. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Buchanan. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. I'm sure these guys on offense dreamed of this situation. Big stage, time winding down, desperately needing a score. Well, now they can make those dreams reality. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Buchanan. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Skips away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation.